I am Callie B. Elwains with Bold and Visible, and I am here with the amazing Liz Duerholt. Liz is the CEO and the founder of Redefined, which is a powerful social enterprise working with youth through trauma, reconnecting them to community, positioning them to come forward in life and be able to be contributing and whole people in themselves. It's really amazing. Liz is a community builder. She's also a graduate of the Bold and Visible program. She's a member of our community, a founding member, really, back when we first began. And Liz is a mentor and supporter of a lot of women in this group. So Liz, I'm so happy to be talking to you today.
Thank you. Yeah, it's special to be here.
Really what we're dealing with right now and what you're dealing with in the world is stepping into this new expanded place and owning the vastness of it. Like, change is hard. You're bringing forward something that's not necessarily conventional. It's your vision, but it's a bigger vision that includes a broad community. And it's kind of dangerous. Like, there's a riskiness to stepping out. And so you're dealing with, and what we talk about a lot is the somatic safety. A lot of times our voice even if we're really great speakers or whatever, we can still have, right, like you said, you could speak about things with your close friends, but then are we safe to stand out with these unique visions, these challenging, culturally challenging, socially challenging, institutionally challenging, right? Visions for how things can be different. And you really are doing that. And so it makes, first of all, so much sense that it's not easy to put yourself out there. We're doing this as women in this moment. We're putting ourselves out there in ways that are very different. And so being somatically safe, just being really inside, owning that, and being able to navigate this in a really powerful way is so important. But like, basically you, Liz, are standing in a whole new path. I'd love you to share a little bit about that. I mean, you have totally grown through this process, and this is required for us, right? Not to be forcing, not to be holding back. But tell us a little bit about what you do. Why is it different? And why is it risky for you? Like, why does it feel risky? I really want people to hear a bit more about Redefined and why it's different, because you're holding the flag up for something really cool, really powerful.
Redefined creates extraordinary experiences that ignite the potential of at-risk young people. As a result of them being immersed in our radical connection and participation in entrepreneurship, they leave behind homelessness, drug addiction, and poverty. And within 24 months, they are stepping into success in employment. They are sending me A-filled report cards. And what I aspire to do with it is to radically transform their lives. Give them the opportunity to transform the grit, the perseverance, and the resilience that they have brought from their past experiences and move into their potential. I want to transform the way we look at complex social problems. And now I want to build a team of people who are dedicated to activating this idea, this bold new way of moving into the world, along with me. And it really hasn't been done before. I've traveled the world. I've been to my mentor organizations, and they are brilliant platforms on which to build.
Yeah.
But I want a moonshot social impact. I want to use business as a catalyst for social change in a way that I'm not seeing happen.
Let's talk for just a minute about what's at stake. Like, what feels different? Like, it is a very different process. So you're stepping forward for something that's not, there's lots of youth programs. I've been involved in them. I volunteer with them. I was a youth, as you know, in situations like your own youth, living homeless on the street when I was 13, 14, 15. So there's lots of stuff out there, but there's nothing like Redefined. And so that, you know, and your vision is really courageous. And this is what so many other women are stepping into, these new entrepreneurial, new social enterprise, new ways of being that are different. Can you tell us what feels different about it? What's different that causes you to go, oh shit. Do I have the right to say this? Do I have the right to stand forward for this?
My young people are not broken. They don't need help. They don't need us to fix them. They need the opportunity to heal, to discover. In what we do, I am not above them. I'm not fixing them. I'm often just a couple of steps ahead of them. We walk together and they teach me. The entire time, all they've done is teach me. Before this idea really started, I got a call from one of my young people and she said, "Come right now. I need you." And I got in my car and I drove there. And this young person who had suffered with addiction and had been through just extraordinary challenge in her life fell into my arms in my car and cried and said, "I want something different for my life.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel safe. I want to change everything. I'm ready. I want to do it." And she said, "Please open me the greenhouse. Not fix me, not help me, but give me the space to focus on me, to change everything that I want to change about myself. Give me that opportunity." And they do not have it right now today. And over the last 10 years, I have heard that plea, I don't even know how many times, in how many ways. The current systems do not offer those opportunities. They say, get a job, pull up your bootstraps, do it yourself, find the motivation. And it is not fair. And I was the person who worked in oil and gas for all those years and thought all the same things until I met them and I heard their stories and I saw what they struggled with. And I stood in line as their case managers denied their service, as I sat in mental health hospitals as they were told to abandon all the work they'd done and move into the drop-in center. It is bullshit. And they need a space to shine. And it needs to be radically connected because their lives have been so radically disconnected. We, as a society, it is actually our responsibility to provide the space for them to undo all of that was done and step out. And I know that it will work, but I guess I don't know that it will work. And so there's a risk, there's a chance to take. And I'm so close to them and so connected with them that they are worth taking the risk for.
Beautiful. Thanks, Liz. And thanks for the courage to stand forward and do this work in the world. And why trust you? You guys, if you want to go and you want to listen to Liz's story, that's where you're going to find the level of depth and trust, in addition to this interview, right? So Liz, it's in our deep personal stories where you can really get a sense of, oh my goodness, Liz is really the person to do this. This is her absolute mission. Liz has a couple of stories on the Bold and Visible. So you go to boldandvisible.com. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see the monologues 2019. Liz tells a story there on stage. Her first story, right? Called from 15,000 kilometers away. And okay, Liz, thank you again so much. It's always so good to be with you as you grow and develop. And it's really, I am standing with him for the vision of you, your vision, who you are as a leader at Redefined, and for what that community will mean. Like I said, I have a lived experience being one of those young people, and anything I can do to be in total support, I'm here, and encourage everyone else to go and check it out. Can you tell everybody your the Redefined website?
Yes, Redefined is at REDEFIND Calgary.org, O-R-G. It will be an introduction to what's next for us.
Great. I'll also include it in the links below the video.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much again, Liz.
Thank you.